If you guys are not aware, I am going to be training for my first bodybuilding transformation competition. The details are not 100% clear yet. I am just trying to get my mind right for preparation of a prep. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how I'm going to be using meal prep as a tool of discipline. So it's not that I'm just trying to hit my protein goals, but I used to meal prep twice a week, sometimes once a week, but I meal prep like individual containers. But this time, I'm actually going to be meal prepping in bulk. I'm going to be showing you behind the scenes of how I'm gonna get this strategy together for meal prep. I'll be measuring everything, and I'm just gonna be basically explaining how I'm gonna use this strategy to just save more time on my prep and be more intentional. I'll be using a food scale to track primarily my carbs and my protein, and I'm choosing meals that are actually repeatable, so I'm just gonna be buying the same shit all the time because I really wanna simplify this for discipline purposes. The meals are gonna still be flavorful, they're gonna still be realistic. I just want my meal plan to be built to win, but also taste good because I'm not a bodybuilder, but I'm definitely gonna be prepping like one, but I'm not gonna be eating dry like one. You get what I'm trying to say? So this method is not only for competitors, it's for anyone who really wants structure, even if it's short term to really hit a strict goal. I'm basically just taking my old meal prep strategy and I'm just turning it into a new one to fit my current goals. So if you've been watching me for a while, stay with me because this is meal prep strategy number 2 from the meal prep queen in process. And if you're not already subscribed, like the 80% of you who are watching who are not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. You do not want to miss out on this new series. This method that I chose is designed to be a little bit more structured, a little bit more athletic. So it's not just about losing weight for me. I'm actually just trying to be more focused and intentional about what I prep. So I will be prepping in bulk now instead of those individual meals. So that means I'm cooking everything once and then using my food scale to basically portion everything out daily. I used to divide my meals evenly. So I'm actually weighing my carbs and my proteins based on my macros and how I train every day. I built this system because most of the fat is stored in my stomach. So the goal is really to have meals that keep digestion clean and my waist tight while I'm still on my cut. I want to go over my protein goals real quick and just my overall macros. So I will be hitting 200 grams of protein every day. I've been trying to do this consistently now for about 4 months, and I can say it's very difficult to hit 200 grams of protein, especially as someone who does not like to eat larger meals. But this is a non-negotiable for me because it protects my muscle while I cut that fat. So I'm going to really strive for that every single day with meals that I like that I can volumize easily. So for my calories, I'm going to stay in a deficit and I'm going to be between 1,500 calories when I'm on my low carb days to 1,900 calories when I'm on my high carb days. However, my carbs are going to fluctuate only because I feel like 1,500 to 1,900 is pretty low. So right now, for this week, I'm actually going to just test it from 1,800 calories to 2,100 calories because I truly think I am not eating enough calories throughout the day. So my low carb days and my high carb days are just based on my training split. So my high carb days are going to be my heavy leg days or my heavy cardio days. So my high carb days are Wednesday and Sunday. My moderate carb days are Monday, Friday, and Saturday. And then my low carb days are Tuesday and Thursday. So on low carb days, my carbs will be 75 grams of carbs a day, but my fats are going to be higher at 75 grams of fat just to make sure I'm still keeping full. On my high carb days, my carbs are going to be 160 grams, and then I'm going to have 50 grams of fat. So that's basically going to be me carb cycling, and I'm just going to see how that works out just to help me during training since I'm not training too intensely at the gym at the moment. But this also helps me fuel the days that I train the hardest, and I can stay lean on my rest days and not feel too bloated when I'm not actually like working out with strength training. But I want to also go over the grocery list. So I was very intentional about my groceries. I have my list in my app that I can put on the screen, but some things that I was intentional about was my tuna. I'm using tuna in water versus oil. Mainly because tuna and water keeps my fat controlled. If I have oil in there, it will build up that fat content pretty fast, and I'd rather save that fat for meals I actually want, like dressings or drizzles. I'm going to be using a lot of ground turkey over beef The main reason, it is more lean, it's easier to portion, and it works across different flavor profiles. Plus, it is super affordable compared to ground beef sometimes. So, ground turkey, really just dress it up in your favorite seasonings and you're good to go. For my veggies, I'm going to prioritize zucchini and green beans. It's very high volume, low cal veggies. It helps me fill up without spiking carbs or bloating me. And I really like zucchini. I've actually researched a lot on zucchini, and a lot of bodybuilders really like zucchini because it's just one of those veggies that you can really load up on and feel very full, but it's also good for you. I will be adding avocados to my plan. Avocado toast is cute, but it's not cute for a cut. It's still a fat. So I'd rather do like an egg salad toast, all the protein, none of the extra fat. But I'll be using the avocado on my low carb days just to make sure that I'm replacing that carb with a fat. And this is how people accidentally slow their cut, by just stacking healthy fats on top of their food. So again, that's why I'm practicing carb cycling, just to make sure I'm intentional about when I'm eating my carbs and when I'm eating my fats. When it comes to weighing the food, I know mentally people don't like to weigh their food, but I have learned to love weighing my food, and that's why I'm creating this new strategy behind it. Not because it's really like obsessive, but because it removes weighing my food removes all the guesswork for my macros, so it keeps me really accurate, especially when I'm tired or distracted. I can say earlier last year, when I was dropping weight in my calorie deficit, I did notice that the more I was tracking is the more that I was dropping the weight, mainly because I was being intentional and mindful of my numbers. So I built my prep around meals that I'll actually eat, so tracking will be a lot easier for me. So I'll be doing a lot of egg salad, tuna salad, turkey rice bowls, roasted veggies. With my tuna and egg salad, sometimes I'll add rotisserie chicken just to pump that protein up without any additional fats. I'm not going to force foods I don't like. If I won't eat it on my worst days, I'm not going to prep it. This isn't about being perfect, y'all. It's really about creating a system that keeps me consistent when my motivation dips. So this system, it feels almost like freedom, and that's why I'm really excited to just show you guys how I developed this new meal prep system for me. It's structure that really supports my life. I'm not prepping to really shrink, I'm prepping to show up. So being really intentional in this phase is really already making me feel so motivated for this bodybuilding competition. It's really about consistency, because when that's there, it doesn't matter if the motivation fades. And I just want to say, if you guys want a structure like this, but you don't want to feel trapped, this is really how I coach my one-on-one clients. I built this around meals that I actually like and actually will tolerate, and that's the same thing that I do with my girls. So those egg salads, tuna salads, I found ways to make me enjoy those type of dishes. They're quick and easy to make, and it's just food that I enjoy. So the items that I prepped this week as part of my new meal prep strategy is 1,200 grams of chicken thighs. I did 5 cans of tuna, which is going to be incorporated for that tuna salad. I did 15 eggs with 300 grams of rotisserie chicken. I got tired and I did not want to crack open those eggs tonight. I also made 2 bags of cauliflower rice and 2 cups of dry basmati rice as my carbs. For my vegetables, I am doing 750 grams of zucchini, 750 grams of green beans. Everything is flexible but still strict, and then I can mix and match, but I know what numbers I have. If this helped you at all, or if you got any meal ideas from this, comment down below. I would love to see what you guys took from this video. And also, do not forget to subscribe so you can stay updated on my journey and turn notifications on. And if you're ready to stop playing and you're finally ready for this type of structure that I'm building, go ahead and comment below as well. I can go ahead and message you. Or if you want, you can just go in the description and apply for one-on-one coaching. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.